Good afternoon, Dohadjith Da in Cornish. Dohadjith Da, Guth Kerno. Good afternoon, Cornwall Pride. Woo! As Matthew said, in your programme, there is a songbook. So we're going to sing some songs together in Cornish. We've chosen these songs. A lot of them have associations with Cornwall. They're well-known Cornish songs, or well-known songs in general, but they're very repetitive, so you don't have to know a lot of Cornish, or indeed any Cornish, to be able to join in with a little bit, just with what you can do. And we've helpfully, in your programme, there's lines that repeat in every verse, every chorus. Burthen is chorus, by the way, and we've put those in bold for you. So if you do nothing else, at least give those a go. So, for instance, have you heard of Drunken Sailor? Yeah. Well, the very first song is Marner Meadow, which is Drunken Sailor. And the thing is with that is every line repeats 3 times, and then we have Pur, Avar, and Missin. I'm bumping here. Anyway, Pur, Avar, and Missin, and then Burthen is the chorus. Hooray in ban ia sev. So if you do nothing else, say hooray in ban ia sev and pure avar in missin. Should we give it a go? Yeah? Right. It goes. Pandraeni gulgans marner meadow, Pandraeni gulgans marner meadow, Pandraeni gulgans marner meadow, per avar in mitten. Hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, per avar in mitten. Gorin scath here biz divedo, Gorin scath here biz divedo, Gorin scath here biz divedo, per avar in mitten. Hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, per avar in mitten. Rodho banadar ha Holland, Rodho banadar ha Holland, Rodho banadar ha Holland, per avar in mitten. Hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, per avar in mitten. Bonky Benny Tork Hall Terrace, Bonky Ben Gansmore Hall Terrace, Bonky Ben Gansmore Hall Terrace, per avar in mitten. Hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, per avar in mitten. Graith and from the log Davy Jones, Graith and from the log Davy Jones, Graith and from the log Davy Jones, per avar in mitten. Hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, hooray in bani asef, per avar in mitten. Did you like that? Did you have a go? Brilliant. Just a note to Marcus, I don't have a watch. So I'm going to go until I've been told you'll pull me off. So I'm Matt. I sing shanties in Cornish. I'll be doing it in a fortnight down at the Ordinalia at St. Just. If any of you know the Ordinalia, the historic Cornish plays, will be performing them down at St. Just Plain and Gory in a week or two, from the 6th of September onwards, I believe. And so we'll be doing some shanties in Cornish down there, if any of you are planning to go and sing the Cornish Ordinalia. So that's that plug done. The next one, if you know the Fisherman's Friends, they made this song famous, South Australia, or in Cornish, Australia Soth. So the second and fourth line of each verse repeats every time. And it goes, ten men, men. So say that back to me. Ten men, men. Brilliant. And then the fourth line of every verse is of Thostrali soth Itheni. Try that. Itheni. And then the chorus obviously is the same each time. So, shall we give that one a go? Australis soth you almanvro, ten men, Australis soth pencornadro, Thostralis soth Itheni. Men, we've honours plan, ten men, men, clue, hand Australis soth Itheni, Delgurthen be in mitten Clare, ten men, e to Thurbin o Nancy Blair, Australis soth Itheni. Men, we've honours plan, ten men, men, clue, hand Australis soth Itheni, Mayan Dragonev war o breeze, ten men, adrift with Nancy Blair gazees, Australis soth Itheni. Men, we've honours plan, ten men, men, clue, hand Australis soth Itheni, and draw then Corngworth with Gazloo, ten men, three vin of balls in food, Australis soth Itheni. Men, we've honours plan, ten men, men, clue, hand Australis soth Itheni. Miraz. So I'd just like to say, people think that Cornwall can be quite isolated, and growing up here I felt quite isolated as a gay man in Redruth, but Cornish culture historically has accommodated LGBTQ lives within Cornish culture. And you heard from from Queer Kerno earlier. I've researched this as an archaeologist and as a cultural practitioner. And the Cornish Culture Association has revived Montol in Penzance. And one of the characteristics of Montol, historically, was that it would incorporate what's called geese dancing, where people would wear tatters, rich people would wear tatters, and poor people would wear mock finery. And it's out of this turning the world upside down that the mock mare came about, that we had earlier. But also, they would challenge gender norms of the day. So back then, it was very clear that men dressed only like men and women dressed only like women. And particularly at Montol, those rules would be entirely cast aside. And in Montol, in Penzance, traditionally, men would dress as women and women would dress as men. However you define woman and man. So that remains a feature, I would have to say, not as visible as I would like, but in the revived Montol today, you do have that gender norm conformity as an integral aspect of the festival. So if you get a chance, do look into it. That's the second plug of the day. So, the next item on our platter, sports fans, is Maid of Lulin, and Vois a Lulin. And again, the words in bold repeat each time. So I'm just going to carry on, and please join in wherever and wherever you can. And if you feel strong enough or confident enough, sing the whole thing with me, because it's really lonely up here. It goes. In Lulin Thesamo is teg, Benath Benenis in Lulin Thesamo is teg, a clue the Mara plague, in Lulin Thesa Mois Teg Hagenzi Lias Caraweg Namoin Evin of Gwandra Voes Teg Hagwandra, Hagwandra, Hagwandra Mire Rik Marbel Namoin Evin of Gwandra Voes Teg Ni Aethol Curthes Der and Dre Benath Benenes, ni Aethol Curthes Der and Dre, a Cluthim Mar and Plague, ni Aethol Curthes Der and Dre, how Kuzul Kuvin Lias lay, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg, Hagwandra, Hagwandra, Hagwandra Mire Rik Marbol, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg, our Hansolas Benes vi, Genath Benenes, our Hansolas Benes vi, a Cluthim Mara Plague, our Hansolas Benes vi, in Diwo Tio Genes G, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg, Hagwandra, Hagwandra, Hagwandra Mire Rik Marbel, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg, a Kemer with Tigoeth Lel, Benath Benenes, a Gwendra with Atoeth Lel, a Luthim Mara Plague, a Kemer with Tigoeth Lel, Naretta Cara Moes Fell, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg, Hagwandra, Hagwandra, Hagwandra Mire Rik Marbel, Namoin Evin av Gwandra Voes Teg. Maraz. How long have I been? Ah, right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, just done a time check. I'm all right for a minute. So these songs are in Cornish, and for those of you who don't know, there is a Cornish language. It's a Celtic language, so it's similar to Welsh and Breton, most closely similar to Welsh and Breton, but it's part of the Celtic family of languages, which also includes Irish, Manx, and Scottish. So if you get a chance, Cornwall Pride has released a video of people from all the Celtic countries wishing us happy Pride in the languages of all the Celtic countries. So if you get a chance, have a look at that. And I'm part of a group called Guth Cerno, which is the Cornish language Pride group. So look on Facebook for Guth Cerno and you'll find us. And if you're interested in Cornish language, that's the place to find us. So, again, next song is Hull the Vez Joe. This is another shanty. Hopefully some of you will know it. And again, the words that repeat every verse or every time are in bold. So please join in wherever you can. And forgive me on this one. My God, it's a tongue twister. But it goes. Panem vi me picvian, mam leveris the ves, Hull the ves Joe. Mania miss the moazy, o guzarus a lazy, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. The ves, Hull the ves, mangoral da roya, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. The ves, Hull the ves, Grenhalia rag well, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. Instead of him, Mois sauce, mes to fleuris, the ves, Hull the ves Joe. Lemon mathim, Mois Kernokas, flock Paris, Bosgenis, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. The ves, Hull the ves, mangoral da rolia, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. The ves, Hull the ves, Granhalia rag curwell, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. Simperino, Gansans Tazek, Evelvis Gas Crisonieth, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. Ev Nuveles, Gren more and more, Hani Brederes Araveth, the ves, Hull the ves, ni Hull the ves Joe. The ves, hal the ves, mangoral darrow roll ya. The ves, hal the ves, ni hal the ves Joe. The ves, hal the ves, grenhalia rag cooer well. The ves, hal the ves, ni hal the ves Joe. Whoa. What do you reckon, Marcus? One more? One more? Yeah.
Matthew down?
Right. If you turn over the page, there are 4 more songs, but today we've only got time for 1 more, because I've been yakking. Drocygennev, my apologies. So yes, look up Montol, look up Cornish culture. There's lots of things within Cornish culture. If you look up the Padstow hobby horse, for instance, the teaser there was traditionally a man wearing women's costume, which some people have really run with that. So again, there's aspects of Cornish culture that are really non-conforming. There's things in our history that really show that LGBTQ plus people are part of Cornwall's culture. And I will dismount. And we will finish with the last song on the sheet, called Morgan Farewell, Farewell Shanty. This is a slow one. Nothing repeats, but hopefully you're getting in your eye in and you can join in, hopefully. So it goes. Farewell Shanty. Prismos you lemon, Granny hall your anchor, Granny hall your anchor, praise the vora you. Granny said ye gollow, Granny hall ya loven, Granny hall ya loven, praise the vora you. Goran heen heens, Heleny ragwolio, Heleny ragwolio, praise the vora you. He hath Murdono, Helen Warnan's cannel, Helen Warnan's cannel, Gans Len Wesmore, Pamvo Bunan's gillis, Helen War to Hanev, Helen War to Hanev, Rainbowfest do. Miraz, and come and see us at this stall over there if you want to talk anything about Cornish to me. Miraz.